Represent an incredible toughness, an incredibly majestic animal that exists in places that people can hardly exist at all.
The Garcias are good at getting the most out of things and making a little go a long way. And with GoodRx,
hey baby, I'm gonna go grab my prescription.
They're good at saving on prescriptions at their pharmacy too.
Hi, Mr. Garcia.
Hi, I'm here for my prescription.
Okay.
We're using GoodRx.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Thank you.
See you next time.
See you.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
You're good with GoodRx.
How does Klein Inspector get the most big verdicts of any law firm in the country? Because Klein Inspector is an award-winning team with 5 doctor lawyers, the most of any firm in the United States. And that's why the New York Times calls Klein Inspector a powerhouse law firm. So if a defective product, motor vehicle accident, or medical malpractice caused a catastrophic injury, call Klein Inspector.
Time for new reading glasses? Go to readers.com. Choose from hundreds of styles and colors for under $20. And now, enter this exclusive TV coupon code at checkout to save up to 40%. That's readers.com.
NBCLX is celebrating Earth Day with an entire day filled with stories, news, and tips on living a greener life and healing the Earth. NBCLX. Learn, engage, repeat.
Facing the most explosive conditions they've ever seen.
The oceans and ice are in trouble, and if they're in trouble, we're in trouble.
Now to a dire warning about climate change.
The record high temperatures in Siberia would be impossible without man-made global warming.
Urgent warnings of a severe threat to America's health and economy.
In an underwater paradise, a plastic nightmare.
In 3 out of the last 6 years, we've burned more than 10 million acres, which in the last 30 years, that's the first time that we've hit the 10 million acre mark.
When you think about the scale of that challenge and all that it requires, rebuilding the entire electricity grid, getting every fossil fuel driven car off the road, do we have to change all of these things?
The answer is no. We're not going to get to zero carbon society in the next 30 years.
Offsetting is definitely not the answer. I think sometimes we think of offsetting as trying to alleviate your guilt a little bit, like, oh, let me just pay over here and they'll offset and then now I can pollute as much as I want. And that's really, really not the point. Like, the most important thing is to reduce how much we're actually, emitting and putting out into the atmosphere, rather than just sort of trying to write a check after the fact.
Change is hard, but change is good. And it just requires that first small step, and just take baby steps.
We have a shared responsibility for the resources we have been gifted with in this country.
It's very important that we continue to